What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to talk to you about a story out of Brooklyn that happened, I think it was over the weekend. And it's about a 20-year-old girl who was going to her lifeguard job when a 46-year-old man, I think he's 45 or 46-year-old man from Queens, followed her up on the subway platform, harassing her, and then picked her up and tried to carry her off wherever he was going to take her. I told you before, it'd be a time when you start seeing men running around here grabbing women like fruit. You know what I'm saying? Picking them like they fruit off a tree. And you're seeing it play out right before your eyes, whether it's a child, or just somebody that they want to victimize. Bystanders came in and helped this woman, and shout out to them, because if that train had wound up leaving, there's no telling what could have happened to this woman being grabbed by a man she did not know. Here's the story.
A young woman attacked on a busy subway platform and then helped by bystanders is speaking out tonight, what she is saying about the terrifying experience. Good evening, I'm Lisa Rosner in for Jessica Moore. Tonight, that woman who police say was assaulted by a man on a subway platform earlier this week is sharing her experience. Viral social media video shows the attack and then the moments when random strangers came to her aid. A warning to those at home, the video may be disturbing. Christy Kalishian has the story.
I still haven't fully processed what happened to me.
And there is a lot to process for this 20-year-old Brooklyn woman who didn't want to publicize her name. She tells us she was taking the Norwood Ave subway to her lifeguard job on Sunday when, and what was caught on this video taken by a witness that has since gotten at least 7 million views on TikTok, police say she was assaulted by a man seen in the video dressed in white or blurring the victim's face to protect her identity. Police say the suspect grabbed her. You can hear her screaming for help. She says it started before she got to the platform.
And he's putting his arms around me, and I'm pushing him off of me, and I'm like, I don't know you.
Then when she sat at the platform to wait for her train, she says he reappeared.
He's like, come on, let's go. And I'm like, I don't know you. He comes close to my face, and he's like, you don't know me.
After a brief argument and telling him to get away, she says he grabbed her.
When the train came, like I said, he got more aggressive, and that's when he bear hugged me to the point where my arms are restricted. The only thing he just kept saying was, you're mine now, you're mine now, you're coming with me, you're coming with me.
And it was then that witnesses shown on video are holding the man down, even throwing punches. Police have identified him as 42-year-old Frederick Marshall of Queens, charged with 2 counts of third-degree criminal possession of a weapon, third-degrry assault, and second-degree harassment. Police add that he had a knife and a blackjack on him.
What was going through my head was I'm just not going to see my family again. That was it. I was just not going to see my family. That's why I called my mom.
She tells us after she managed to get away from him, she made her way here to this MTA booth where an MTA worker helped her get in for safety and eventually moved her into this room until it was safe to get out and police arrived.
The Brooklyn DA's office says Marshall has since been on supervised release and that his charges aren't bail eligible.
It's unacceptable. It's really insane to me on how they could just release somebody after they did that. About the guys that stepped in, I'm very, very, very thankful, because without them, I would not be home.
The 20-year-old now says her job has been paying for Ubers to get to work and that she wants to see more of a police presence at subway stations. Now she's working on getting an order of protection from the Brooklyn DA's office. In Brooklyn, Christy Kalishian, CBS News, New York.
Ladies, being beautiful can be a gift and a curse. Well, hell, nowadays, just being a female can be a gift and a curse. The war on women continues, man. We're going to jump right all over this. Think about this. This guy, 46 years old, 45 years old. Did you see the charges he had? Guess what charge you didn't see on air? Kidnapping. Attempted kidnapping or attempted abduction. How come he didn't get that charge? How come they released him and put him on house arrest? Justice system don't give a fuck. They don't. They don't care about nobody. They'd rather not deal with this shit or just say they did something to make it go away. That girl was terrified. Did you hear her talking? You just start crying, you could hear the fear in her voice as she talked to that media person. I'm gonna be honest with you. If that was my daughter, she was telling that story, that would set me up. I'd try to blow that dude's head off. Ain't no way. Nobody as a parent want to see fear in their children. Terrifying fear at that. Think about it. When you was young, we was always taught, hey, be careful. There's strangers out here that'll kidnap you. They'll pick you up and cover your mouth and run off before you have a chance to do anything. Now you seeing this happening to grown-ups, namely women? It's the world we live in. How is that ever acceptable? She's going to work, paying her fare just like everybody else. She should be able to do that in peace. This is the problem we have out here now. There are people that decide to fuck with people, and then when they get caught, they act like nothing should happen to them. Or when they do get caught, nothing does happen to them. That's an absolute smack in the face of the victim. You know what I'm saying? And you see them dudes mollywopping his stupid ass. This dude was so turned up, he didn't even let her go. He was still just holding on to her. Crazy stuff. My thing is, you let him go and you didn't charge him with kidnapping. What you think about that? Who made them charges up? And, kidnapping? Nah, it's not kidnapping. There need to be universal criteria for certain crimes. Shit was on camera. Could you imagine if that train left or she was up there by herself? Say she was the only one up there. Anything could have happened. If that train had left and he pulled her off into the shadow somewhere, or he got tired of the struggle and just threw her on the tracks, because that was in an elevated position. Anything could have happened. Nobody, I mean nobody, has the right to come up on any just random person and harass them, let alone put your hands on them in such a sick way. That's a daughter, somebody's daughter. He wasn't thinking about that. You coming with me. You mine now. What kind of Neanderthalic shit is that? You think about that. That motherfucker think they got the right to do shit to you, and you just supposed to just go along with it. I'm telling you, I would fix all this shit. You got one time to fuck up in my justice system, you be out of there. This dude right here, 40-something years old, you don't know better? He probably got kids. Somebody did that to his kids, he'd be up in arms. I want justice. Yeah, well, justice need to be served on your stupid ass for going and touching somebody's kid or just touching somebody because you feel like it or you turned up. I told you before, when the sack is full, out come the bull. That's your perfect example of it right there. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. It don't get no more monstrous or predatory than that. You run up on somebody and grab them up because you like the way they look and they supposed to just go along with it. The fuck you think you are? I see you in the next video. Take care. The justice system's a fucking joke and you just seen it.